Hey everybody, this is Roberto Blake of robertoblake.com helping you create something awesome today. So today, I'm going to try and give you 10 social media tips in just 5 minutes. That's right, we're doing this again. I'm going to give you 10 social media tips in 5 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the iPhone, I'm going to start the clock, and we're going to get going right into it. Alright, so 5 minutes starting now. Tip number 1. Post images in your social media accounts for Twitter and Facebook. You can do this really easily even without being a graphic designer. Just use canva.com or picmonkey.com and create social media images. You can use inspirational quotes, you can use memes, whatever you want, but go with visuals so people will pay more attention to the post and you're more likely to get engagement, likes, shares, and subscribes. Tip number 2, when you post images in Facebook or in Instagram or in Twitter, this way you can actually get more out of these images instead of just using them in just one platform. If it makes sense to put them on another platform, feel free to go ahead and share them there because you might have people in your audience who didn't get them in the other platform. Tip number 3, be native to the platform. Every platform is different and has unique features. Take the time to learn about the different features in all these platforms. There are things that are different about LinkedIn versus Facebook versus Medium versus Google+. So take the time to study up on these platforms and do what makes sense in the context of the platform. You can absolutely use some of the same content in each platform, but you should also make specific content that leverages the platform effectively. Just because it was good in Vine doesn't necessarily mean it'll be good in Instagram or as a Twitter video. In some cases, this is true. So just go ahead and use the appropriate context for each platform that you're posting in. Tip number 4, consider using automation tools for some of your social media posts. There are posts that make sense to do in real time and to engage with their audience, and there are other things that make sense as far as push or pull content to schedule. So if you know that there's an upcoming event or something tentpole that goes on, or you know that something's coming up for a holiday, it would make sense to schedule something and automate something that you specifically want to go out at that time. That way, if you're busy, you don't miss the opportunity. Also, scheduling at least one post to go out in each platform every day can take it off of your plate and make sure that you have something that's going out there that might get someone's attention and start an interaction that you can handle in real time. So go ahead and use that push also as a pull. That actually leads directly to tip number 5. Be consistent and try and post in your strongest platforms on a daily basis. In some platforms, there's actually a benefit to posting multiple times a day. Twitter and Facebook are the primary examples of this, but I would also say Instagram. Those platforms make sense to post in multiple times a day. Try at least 2 to 3 times a day in some of those platforms. Twitter, I would say you need more frequency than that. Twitter, if you can, via automation, try and get something out every 2 hours or so. Twitter is very noisy. I would avoid going super repetitive, at least in the same day on content, but on the same week might be okay depending on what the value of the content is. So remember, consistency and frequency are important. Tip number 6, take advantage of video content platforms. Take advantage of things like Meerkat and Periscope for live streaming, short-form videos directly to people in Twitter as Twitter videos, saying thank you for following me, or for any other reason that makes sense. Maybe even leverage Instagram video. Just find what video platforms work for you and that you're comfortable with. But take advantage of them since they're your personality and human face-to-face interaction at scale. Tip number 7, use hashtags for search and discovery. Allow people to find you with the hashtags. Also, use hashtags as a listening strategy to filter for what people might be talking about in your industry. Tip number 8, respond to comments and interactions. If someone tweets at you, respond to them or acknowledge them. If you get a comment in YouTube, go ahead and reply to that person. It might take you 5 or 10 seconds. Be human. Tip number 9, always have a call to action. Whenever you post something, try and correlate that to a call to action or to an engagement. Ask them to do something, whether that be like, share, retweet, subscribe, sign up for your email list. Make sure that's something that's not a big ask and is correlating to your goals. Tip number 10, don't forget social media is about being social. Be human. Don't rely completely on automation. Talk to people, engage with them, ask questions, follow up, reshare and retweet their stuff. Get involved, be part of online Twitter chats, Be part of Facebook groups and communities in Google Plus and LinkedIn. Just be human, build that face-to-face interaction whenever possible, go deep with people, use things like Blab as a network, and really show that you care about what other people are doing as much as you want them to care about what you're doing, if not more. Well, I think I covered that in just about 5 minutes. I think that these 10 tips are some of the core strategies and things that are gonna help you the most in social media, especially if you're struggling with it. I will probably go deeper on each of these things in individual videos, so if that's something you're interested in, let me know in the comments section. Tell me what other videos you want me to make covering social media, covering specific strategies or things that you should be doing. Let me know what you're struggling with in social media in the comments, and I'll try and answer as many of your questions as I can. Anyway, like this video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the other awesome content on the channel. As always, you guys, thanks so much for watching, and don't forget, create something awesome today.